Hey guys, what's up? Abomination9 here, back playing some Master Duel. Now, disclaimer, this intro right now is being recorded after I've already opened up the 30 packs that are shown off in this video. As you can see here, I have nothing. I have no gems. So this is recorded after that because I thought the original intro just went on for too long and I didn't really like it. Plus, I was explaining a bunch of stuff, whereas now I just have duels that I can just show you what is explaining instead of trying to explain it all and whatnot. So we're just gonna go straight into that. Me trying to show you this deck. We're gonna ignore everything else. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to talk about this deck, which we'll just go straight into the video after this, which is just World Chalice. I like World Chalice. I think this is okay for me, but my whole strategy here, which I'm assuming everybody's strategy is, which would just be normally these two, or this guy with these cards comboed together, but no. What I like to do is use Code Talker plus the Ibs to create a T-spin, which I don't know, let's call it T-spin blockade or whatever. I just wanted to call it some sort of stupid Tetris move, so we're calling it T-spin blockade. So yeah, let's go cut over to that video and we can that replay. We'll get further into it there. Alright, so we're loading up the replay now. Before we get into anything, I want to say, after a miserable couple of days, it is now the third day after starting all of these recordings. It's the same day as the intro, which is in front of everything else, but the 3 days I've been recording for this one video has been miserable playing online, and I officially soft quit. I soft quit the game. Like, I don't want to play anymore. I just hate playing online, and it's just insufferable, so I'm quitting. I'll just leave it at that. So, this deck starts off with Unexpected Die. It needs 3 cards specifically to do this combo turn 1. But if you have an entire hand, you can do a full T-spin. But you only really need a small L, is what I would call it, I guess, to start off with. But first off, you need Unexpected Die to summon one of these. This isn't a perfect hand either, so I don't remember what I even did here. I think I played this, right? So we Unexpected Die into a normal card, then we use that normal card to summon the dog. I had to forcefully use Ash Blossom to summon this, so I could do this, which let us go into Code Talker, which is invincible when there's something in the arrows it points to. So when Chalice is sent to the grave, while it is normal summon or set, it lets you summon 2 World Chalice monsters from your deck instantly. So what did I grab? Just regular dudes, I think. So we summon Ib, and we summon that. We could have gone further, I think, with that play. We could have gone even further, but I think I just held out for that. So this is Cyber Dragon. They're just doing Cyber Dragon things. So we summon this, which, when a special summon monster activates its effect, you contribute this card to negate its effect and destroy it, which is good for us. This completely, I think, stops his combo, or stops whatever he's doing on this dude here. He brings out Rampage. He activates Rampage to blow up Mirror Force, I think. But then I dropped a crown. He gets off the board. And I think he just stops here. So yeah, then what do we do here? Oh, we draw a fairy, which is great. This activates in there, which I grab Legacy Succession, which is you summon a monster to a link zone. We summon Dog. Dog lets us get free summon, so that was a free one. She comes out, we get Guard Dragon, which doesn't play Guard Dragon, which is important to keep letting us go off. So Ib comes down. We already have a T-spin formation, but it's not what we want. So use her to drop him, because sending any of these cards to the grave, any of the World Chalice cards to the graveyards, allows you to summon one from your hand. So her graveyard effect is drop a monster from your hand or field to summon her back into your hand. Well, to put her back in your hand. And we drop him to put her back in the hand, but because he's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon her immediately from the hand. Then that's why we need Guard Dragon Dog, because he lets us summon a normal monster from our graveyard. Then we link off both of these, come to Ib. Now we have the full T-Spin blockade cringe name. Code Talker is almost indestructible because it points to a card, and all the Ibs point to each other, so they are all indestructible, nearly nigh indestructible. They cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and they cannot be targeted as long as they are linked to something. And because they're all pointing, all these cards are almost, again, indestructible. Code Talker is the only thing that really is easily hit because he's in the extra monster zone, which matters against Cyber Dragon, and he's unaffected by your opponent's card effects. That's not all card effects. Cannot be destroyed by a battle or card effect, period. He can only not be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. So if he wanted to black hole, he would get popped off a black hole or whatever. Dark hole, whatever it's called. So we just swing in. Of course, these cards are not that strong. We can kind of just fast forward through this part. I don't want to be here all day. It'll end up being as long as the original intro was. So he's doing Cyber Dragon things. I need to slow down here because he does something that kills Code Talker, and I don't think he sucks him up either. So use those two. Okay, use those two to fusion summon. That's what I was talking about. This guy can suck out of the monster, extra monster zone. So that's basically your opponent's monster if you want it to be. So that's how Code Talker gets dumped. Then uses this, special summon something. Then he ranks up into this, but this cannot target my Ibs, so he can only suck up his own Cyber Dragon. He uses that, both effects, to add to hand. Shuffle that back in. Then he swings over, which is fine, but now what you would not expect is I feel like he has nothing he can do against me. This doesn't do anything. I think. Yeah, this doesn't do anything, and these two cards have no real power to stop me. So, what that means is, the secret weapon in our extra deck, which is a Contact Fusion card, we can Contact Fusion these three into our big World Chalice Guard Dragon, who can swing pretty high. And you don't need Poly for him. Like I said, he's a Contact Fusion, and because he's so low, we just mop the floor with what he has left. And this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls, which is why it was good to do that. We win the game with that. So that's the World Chalice stuff. That's the dumb T-Spin blockade that I was talking about. Create a wall of cards that cannot be destroyed, and then the Ibs together can't be targeted either. So just a wall of non-target, non-destruction, etc. So let's jump over to the 20, then another 10 pack openings, and I'll see you there. Oof. Okay, nothing there. We got A, so we finally got A. Well, finally, we just started. We got A, Plague Spreader Zombie, which we needed. Return of the Zombies, which is... I don't know if this is gonna banish one zombie monster on the field, and special summon one zombie monster from the graveyard of the player who controlled it to their field and defense position. It's worded this way because of Zombie World. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one of your banished zombie monsters into the deck, and if you do, set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So yeah, it's okay, but I don't think we would really be using it. But it does work for Shiranui if you can summon a Spirit Master or whatever. You can kill it with this, get a free pop, and then summon something else. if there's anything in your graveyard. So what is this? All tokens in attack position gain 1000 attack. Also, they cannot be destroyed by battle, and that's permanent because it's a continuous. Okay. Okay, Token Stampede, I see you. Okay, now let's actually get in there for the 20. But since I've gotten so hyped up over World Chalice, oof, we got 2. I've been so hyped over World Chalice the past day or so. When I really got back into it yesterday for some solo games. But now that I'm so into World Chalice, I'm like, do I even care anymore? Whoa, Dark Paladin is just a rare? What the heck? Okay, some Vendread stuff. White Prince and Unizombie. Only need one more. Vendread Battlelord. Oof. Like, since there's so much Vendread stuff in here, I don't think we're even gonna get close to what we actually need. You can rich summon this card with any Vendread ritual spell. You can banish one Vendread card from your graveyard and declare one type of card, monster, spell, or trap. For the rest of this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects of that type. If this ritual summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one ritual monster from your deck to your hand, and if you do, send one Vendread monster from your deck to the graveyard. You'll use the effect of Vendread Battlelord once per turn. Okay. I don't like. I'm not saying like Vendreads aren't good or anything. They're probably like amazing. I'm pretty sure people are playing this. I feel like I've seen people play them, but oh, bonus! We got dinosaurs. Oof! Banish one dinosaur monster and one non-dinosaur. Oh, it's this. This is in Duel Links. One non-dinosaur monster from your hand and or graveyard, which most likely be a lizard. Push summon one level 7 or higher dinosaur monster from your hand or deck. Ignoring its summoning conditions, you can only activate one pill per turn. Well, it doesn't have to be a lizard, but okay. Danger Mothman, interesting. Hold on. Any bonus? That's a Necro, which we already have. I bought 3 Tatcha Necro. Danger Mothman. It's like the Mothman. You can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly chooses one card from your entire hand, then you discard the chosen card. Then, if the discarded card was not Danger Mothman, special summon one Danger Mothman from your hand, and if you do, draw one card. If this card is discarded, you can have both players draw one, then both players discard one. You can only use the effect of Danger Mothman once per turn. Okay. In Mizuki? Mermail Abyss Alicia. I have not gotten this card, but we were trying to get some Mermails before. So we unlocked the Marine Cess pack again. 2 fish, Sea Serpent, or Aquas. Monsters this card points to. Gain 500 attack and defense. You can only use the effect of the following. Use each effect of the following effects of Mermail Abyss Alicia once per turn during your opponent's turn. Quick effect, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, add one Mermail monster from your deck to your hand. This card is in its owner's possession, is destroyed by an opponent's attack or card effect. You can send one water monster from your deck to the graveyard, then target one water monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position. Ooh, Shadal. It's also new Ghost Tricks as well. Bonus. This was golden, and you're not gonna give me any bonuses? Are you kidding me? Well, at least we had 2 rainbow packs. Ooh, nice. This card's good as well. No bonus here. But Unizombie, Globob, okay. That could replace some things. This card is sent to the graveyard, which you would be doing with Unizombie, possibly. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add one level 5 or higher zombie monster from your deck to the hand, or if Zombie World is in the field zone, which just would make the Unizombie stuff a multi-card combo rather than just a one-card combo from Solitaire. So you would have to have Solitaire and Zombie World in your hand turn 1 to make this really pop off. But if Zombie World's in the field, you can special summon it from the deck instead. Also, in either case, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except zombie monsters. You can only use the effect of Glow Bulb once per turn. So at least we got something relevant. Because Glow Bulb was something I was, the Bloom or whatever it's called, was something I was looking into. All the ultras keep coming over here. Are you kidding me? No bonus over there. Prank Kids. Hollow. Now we got the Prank Kids pack. Prank Kids Butler. Prank Kids Lampsies. Prank Kids Dropsies. And Prank Kids Fancies. Must refuse and summon. Quick effect. You contribute this card. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls. If this card in your possession is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card, not your own, you can target one non-fusion monster in your graveyard to special summon it. You can only use the effect once per turn. Big swing, big butt, and blow up the whole field. For 3 cards, I don't know how easy it is to get Lampsies, Dropsies, and Fancies on the board, but if it's easy, well then, oof. I know Prank Kids is popular, so... Ooh, Superconductor. We are really getting dunked on here. We haven't even gotten, like, another set of Plague Spreader. We only got 1 Plague Spreader. Nice. Cosmo Beat. Unizombie? Zombie Necronize. This is more support that I don't know if I would use. If a level 5 or higher zombie monster is on the field, target one monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase. This only works if you're able to get a level 5 out. During your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one of your banished zombie monsters into the deck, and if you do, set this card to banish it when it leaves the field. You know what? Because I was looking at this card yesterday. I looked at like 30 plus cards for zombie support yesterday before making this video, and like trying to figure out what I wanted to do, which is how we came to the conclusion of Unizombie, Plague Spreader, etc, etc. I feel like I should use this, even though it's... I mean, it's not situational, because in a Shiranui deck, you most likely will hit a level 5 in 1 turn. Like, it won't take several turns to do that, so... I probably should just use this card, and just get over it and just use it. Ooh, a second Plague Spreader, nice. We're getting there. I mean, I don't... Oh! Upgrade! I don't have any normals to craft, so we need all the normals we can get. I mean, you upgraded. Was that a big fat lie? Oh, nice tracker. Was that a lie? No, it was not. But it was another Battle Lord. Oof. Was the other Battle Lord hollow? I think he was, so... This is 2 hollows. Last golden pack, which probably has nothing in it. Never mind. No bonus. Unizombie. Oh, Skull Servant. King of the Skull Servant, that's fine. I don't know if I would make a King of the Skull Servant stack. It'd probably be fun. It's probably more competitive than anything I'm actually playing. So King of the Skull Servants, did that open up anything? I'm hoping to just hit like hit Mizuki's pack, but I don't think you can with this. There's no crossover between the two. So we unlocked Dinosaurs, Prank Kids, and Forgotten Sea. I don't think that's not a Marine Cess actually. I guess that's just Mermails. We've got quite a few cards here, I guess, for Supers and Ultras. Too bad we got a bunch of Vendred stuff. We need so much more Vendred. I'm pretty sure there's several. Actually, I don't know. I feel like there is a handful of super rares in this set. I don't know if there's an Ultra, so you could say that's free-to-play friendly, but I still think there's several super rares in that archetype. Oof, that's not good. Okay, nothing and nothing. We probably might get close to at least having some semblance of a Skull Servant deck. Crimson Blader is not part of any archetype. And not any archetype, any kind of pack. Tuner, non-tuner. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends a graveyard, your opponent cannot normal spell summon a level 5 or higher monsters during their next turn. What the heck? That's pretty painful for any deck that isn't like Sky Strikers or anything, because I'm pretty sure Link monsters don't have levels, right? Any non-level deck doesn't matter. Okay, we have a place that are Plague Spreader, and we got a White Baking, so we're getting pretty close to that Skull Servant deck now. Zombie Master is like an option too, but I don't think it's like for me. Once per turn, you can send a monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target one level 4 lower zombie monster in your graveyard, special summon that target that monster. This monster must be face up on the field to activate and resolve this effect. The problem is, I don't know if this works if there's nothing in the graveyard, because there's some cards that are just like, oh, send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target one card in the graveyard. If there's nothing in the graveyard before you send the card to the graveyard, then it won't work. You know, you can't just send a zombie from your hand to the graveyard, then special summon that zombie from the graveyard immediately to the field. There has to be something in there for you to actually activate the effect from the get-go, meaning it isn't as easy to get this going as you would think. Or, like, maybe it just lets you do it anyways, I don't know. You know? Second White Baking. Oof. Oof. Skull Servant deck coming. Purple Poison Magician. Probably like a magician pack unlocked. Once per turn, if your Dark Spellcaster type monster battles, before damage calculations, you can activate this effect. That monster gains 1200 attack until the end of this. Then destroy this card. Okay, until the end of the damage. In the Pendulum Zone, this is a Pendulum 1, which is amazing. Dark Spellcaster type monster. You could throw this into a Dark Magician deck if you wanted to. Pop this to give it 1200, which would put it in your extra zone. It also has a big booty. If this card is destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can target one face-up monster in the field, destroy it. This card is always treated as a Fusion Dragon card. Some sort of archetype I'm not familiar with. Is Fusion Dragon an archetype, or is it just saying it's considered a Fusion Dragon, like a dragon-typed fusion monster? I think either or of these is fine. In your Pendulum, you can make sure you can make a card survive or swing over something, or when it's destroyed itself, you just get free pop. And because it's a Pendulum, when it gets destroyed, it gets sent to the extra deck, and you can just Pendulum back for another free pop. Oof, nothing. Now we have 2 mini Plague Spreaders. Ooh, nice. And nothing there. So if we don't get any ultras, we're gonna have to come back to this. Revenge Red Executor. You can ritual summon this card with any Vendread ritual spell. This card's name becomes Vendread Slayer while on the field. While this ritual summon card is on the field, your opponent cannot target your cards. Target cards you control with card effects except this card, so that even your spells and traps and whatnot. This ritual summoned card is destroyed by battle or is destroyed by opponent's card effect while in its owner's monster zone. You can add 1 Vendread card from your deck to your hand. You only use this effect once per turn. Halfway through. So yeah, we don't have any ultras yet, which means they will give us free ultra next time. If it comes to that. I might just wait if that happens and not upload this video until we can do another 10 set. I don't have 2 videos side by side of the same set again, since I did that and no one watched the second video, assuming they didn't even realize it was a second video. So I don't want to do that again. Ooh, Vendread Chimera. So we have Battle Lord, or whatever his name was. We have Chimera. We have the other Revenger. So Chimera is you can ritual summon this card with any Vendread ritual spell, yeah. When a card or effect is activated that will destroy a card on the field, quick effect, you can banish one zombie monster from your graveyard, negate the activation if you do destroy that card. If this card is tributed or banished for a ritual summon, all monsters your opponent controls use 500 attack and defense. You're going to use the effect once per turn. Come on. Give me Unizombie or Zombie World. I mean, all we were looking for was Unizombie, actually. What are you? Swords of Concealing Light. Destroy this card during your second standby phase. When this card resolves, change all monsters your opponent controls with face down defensive position. Monsters your opponent control cannot change their battle position. What? You're telling me there's a cheaper, there's a cheaper version of Book of Eclipse? Excuse me? That doesn't cost any of your opponent drawing cards? Hello? I did not have this card, so maybe I should replace Book of Eclipse with this? Like, oof, I just really screwed up with that. Well, we're gonna look at that later. Eternal Soul for Dark Magician. Oof. Wrong side. Oh, double wrong side. The beginning of the end. If you have 7 or more dark monsters in your graveyard, banish 5, draw 3. Interesting for a dark deck. If there's any like cards that want to be banished, that would be good. Like Shiranui, but unfortunately Shiranuis are fire, not dark. That's probably made to be that way, so where it's hitting things that don't really care about being banished. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a dark banish deck. Neo Flame Hedgehog is actually part of a set. If this card is destroyed by battle, target one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. If this card on the field is destroyed by card effect, target one fire monster with 200 or less of defense in your graveyard, except Neo Flamevale Hedgehog, add that target to your hand. And come on, Secret. Nice. 3 white baking. We have 3 white baking. Did I even read white baking before? I don't think I did. Okay, last pack. Let me see that Unizombie. A 4th white baking. Well, at least we got some super rare tokens, whatever. I don't think I read this, so let's read it again. Let's read it for the first time. This card's name becomes Skull Servant while in the graveyard. If a level 3 or lower zombie monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can discard this card instead. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 2 monsters with different names from your deck to their hand, except White Baking, that are either Skull Servant or specifically list Skull Servant in their text. They discard 1 card. Can only use the effect of White Baking once per turn. So no Ultra Rares, right? No Ultra Rares, which mean we will get 1 in the next pack, which means we will have to wait to upload this video. So we're gonna have to come back for more Abyssal Underworld. Oh, actually, hold on. We still have these. We have 10 of these specifically. There's some stuff we actually need out of this, so there's 1 gold. Skip. Nothing special. Oof. Our Justice though. Destroy all spell and traps equal to your elemental heroes. That's good. Swords of Burning Light to go with our Dark Light, whatever it's called. While your opponent controls no monsters, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare attacks. While you control no monsters, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare attack. If you control a monster, or if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, destroy this card. Very specific. They would have to somehow get 5 in their hand. Ooh, Shiny Black Sea archetype. And Maju is in here. And do Karibo. Let's look at the Karibo. When an opponent monster declares an attack, you can discard this card, add 1 Karibo monster from your deck to your hand, except Karibu, sorry, once per turn. Quick effect, you can discard 1 trap, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 1500 attack until the end of the turn. Oh, Satellite Cannon was there too. So yeah, we're going to be coming back for Abyssal Underworld in the same video. I'm just going to cut it here. If there's nothing else I need to discuss, I do not think there is. So yeah, we will be back in like who knows how many days to finish this video off. Alright, I'm back, and it's actually been like, I don't know, 2 days since I did the rest of the video, but I had to use crafting materials to reset the box, so I'm all out of ultra rares now, just to get another 24 hours, just so I could get enough gems. But we can go back in there now. I don't know if I redid... complete whiff here. Only got the ultra at the end. Don't know if I redid the intro, because I kind of felt like I wanted to redo the intro, but if I didn't, or just if you didn't watch that, which is most likely. Oh, Petten. Petten's not in a pack. Are you kidding me? When this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 Petten Dark Clown from your hand or deck. Sent to the graveyard. It's okay. It's not a zombie, so you can't use this for the zombie deck, but at least I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can't. But yeah, if you didn't watch the beginning of this video, and I changed the beginning of the video, I spent so much time. Ooh, another Revenge Shred. I think we already got Executor, and there actually is an ultra rare in here. But yeah, I spent a lot of time playing online off camera to get enough gems to actually do this, and I can wholeheartedly say that I am super quitting Master Duel. Ooh, another Necronize. Yeah, I am like super quitting. That was just such a miserable experience now compared to the first season. A first ranked season that I do not want to have to play ranked anymore. There is an event coming up in a week, so we'll see about that. But I am quitting PvPing in this game for the near future. So that's basically just saying like I'm quitting the game entirely because there's nothing to do but PvP. I'm assuming the event is PvP, so depending on the rewards, maybe I'll do that, but like, I am like hard quitting. Well, let's say soft. I am soft quitting this game. That was just miserable. So yeah. So it almost doesn't even matter. Okay, a third Executor. Again, we've already seen these two. It almost doesn't even matter that I'm spending my time trying to finish this pack off, since I'm not going to be playing much anymore. What is this? Once per turn, 2 monsters not accept tokens. Once per turn, during your damage step, when a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated, you can negate the activation, so specifically a battle trap negator. If this card attacks defensive position monster, Pierce, during your main phase, except the turn this card to special summon, you can tribute this card and target 1 link 2 or lower monster in your graveyard, special summon it, then you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower dragon monster from your hand. Okay, interesting. The anti-battle trap thing is pretty cool. And Pierce is always nice, and it has a bunch of arrows, so this, I guess a forward arrow is pretty bad. Side arrow is okay for being your second target. Down arrow is whatever. I mean, it's better than nothing. But not terrible. This is a Link 3. Oh, it's a Link 3. Never mind. It's terrible now. Link 2, oh, it was okay. Link 3, no. But yeah, I am like so out of this game at this point after all that. I'm like, alright, Duel Links, I'm coming back. Ooh, upgrade. So I kind of felt like, or at least last month, that playing this game actually made me want to play neither game. Because when I went back to Duel Links off camera, just doing some stuff here and there, I was just like, I really don't want to play this. Oh, Necro World Banshee. We didn't have this before. Zombie World. In the field zone cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, neither player can target it with card effects. This is a no-cost summon. Quick effect. You banish a card from your field or graveyard. Activate 1 Zombie World directly from your hand or deck. You can only use the effect of Banshee once per turn. What the heck? Zombie world. So protect your zombie world. You can banish this from the graveyard to summon a zombie world from deck. This is a crazy zombie world freaking support, like Jesus. What the heck? Okay, I see you, Banshee. That kind of makes me want to come back in here, but again, I quit. I quit. I'm out. Ooh. Okay, not a part of a set. Necroface. If this card is normal summon, shuffle all banished cards into the deck. Okay, just straight. And it's a zombie, but it's a dark though. This card gains 100 attack for each card shuffled into the main deck by this effect. This card is banished. Each player banishes 5 cards from the top of the deck or their entire deck if less than 5. This could be interesting in Shiranui, but I don't know how much so. Maybe like a one of, just to recoup some costs of all the stuff you've been banishing over the course of the duel. Since that actually is relevant, you will eventually run out of fuel in Shiranui. Okay, I don't need any more executors. This is like my 4th executor. And our guaranteed ultra. That's not gonna be zombie world or whatever we need. It doesn't even show us where it's at. I guess at the end. Jacobalon. I'm not familiar with this. You can discard 1 zombie monster, special summon this card from your hand. What the heck? During your actual zombie special summon? During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can target 1 zombie monster in your graveyard. And either graveyard, special summon that monster. If zombie world, that means also you can grab anything in your opponent's graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. Then banish this face-up card until the end phase. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. Okay, this is relevant. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn, so you can only special summon it once per turn. This is nice support that I would like to use, and I've apparently unlocked them before, so yeah. And I don't need any more Unizombies because it's what I crafted to get the extra 24 hours on this, so Zombie World, I guess, or the Ultra Vendreads to have almost every Vendread card. Zombie World! There we go. That's at least something to end on. Oops, I accidentally clicked off. Yeah, but at least we got Zombie World. That is great. All monsters on the field and in the graveyards become zombies. Neither player can tribute monsters except zombies. So yeah, that is great to hit that. 3 of these guys and 1. That was our only super rare. Oh wow, that's not our only super rare. But 3 of these guys in 1 10 pack is crazy. And that's not too bad. But yeah, if you didn't see the beginning, as you can see, I'm back down to gold. I kept going back up to 4, back down to 5, back up to 4, back down to 5, and it's like I couldn't be bothered to get myself up back to 4 and pretend like I didn't D-rank. So yeah, I quit. I quit the game. Soft quit, like I said. Again, I'll come back for events and stuff like that, or just maybe I'll even still play every day just to do the solo gem stuff. But like, I'm not playing ranked anymore. I hate playing against other people, and this is just a miserable experience for anyone who isn't willing to play ball and conform to playing meta decks. And I refuse to do that, so I quit. So hey guys, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers, tune into the next episode, like, subscribe, comment, you know what to do. See ya.